former standout of the Iowa women's basketball team, is present at the Knapp Center in Des Moines today to spectate the Hawkeyes game. Drake, along with former Iowa coach Lisa Bluder and former Drake coach Jenny Baranczyk, are all present at the event. Bluder previously served as a coach at Drake before transitioning to Iowa City. Iowa's current head coach, Jan Jensen, has experience both as a player and a coach at Drake University. Today marks the 50th anniversary of Drake University's women's basketball program, a milestone being celebrated by the Bulldogs. Among the distinguished players being honored is Clark, a standout athlete from West Des Moines and former star player at Dowling Catholic. She achieved the impressive feat of being named National Player of the Year twice during her time with the Hawkeyes. Recently completing her inaugural season in the WNBA, she was honored with the titles of Rookie of the Year and First Team All-WNBA. Clark holds the record for the most career points scored in Division I basketball. Under her leadership, the Hawkeyes reached consecutive national championship games. Clark's childhood included frequent visits to Knapp Center to watch Drake games. She made her commitment to Iowa in 2019 and quickly rose to become the standout player in women's basketball. Caitlyn Clark's 4-year tenure with the Iowa Hawkeyes and her rookie season with the Indiana Fever have significantly boosted women's sports. The star guard has brought increased attention to women's college basketball and the WNBA, breaking viewership and attendance records along the way. However, Clark was not only achieving success outside of the court. The star athlete achieved numerous on-court milestones in her collegiate and professional career, including becoming the NCAA's all-time leading scorer with 3,951 points and setting a new single-season assists record in her debut season in the WNBA. Numerous basketball stars, including USC guard Juju Watkins, acknowledged the impact that Clark had on the game. A tribute video to Clark's college career was recently released by Fox Sports, with many influential figures in women's basketball sharing their thoughts. Watkins, in particular, spoke highly of the former Iowa star, describing her as a great player and a good person. She has been exceptional, and I am eagerly anticipating her advancement in her career. Watkins has blossomed into a standout in women's college basketball. During her first year at USC in the 2023-24 season, the 19-year-old displayed a well-rounded skill set by averaging 27.1 points on 41% shooting, 7.3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.3 steals, and 1.6 blocks per game. In only her fourth game of her sophomore year, Watkins has set a new record at Clark by becoming the quickest Power 5 player in college basketball history to score 1,000 career points. She accomplished this feat in just 38 games, 2 games faster than the previous record held by Clark. Watkins is currently on pace to surpass Clark's career scoring record in college. However, achieving this milestone would likely require her to play throughout all 4 seasons, similar to the former Iowa star. This scenario is probable since Watkins will not be able to enter the WNBA draft until 2027 because of her youth. Caitlyn Clark is renowned for her precise skills on the basketball court, but she faced unfamiliar terrain on the golf course when an errant tee shot resulted in a spectator receiving a painful red welt. Nevertheless, it wasn't entirely negative. In typical Clark fashion, the situation evolved into a positive outcome for both the fan and the renowned basketball player. At the Annika Pro-Am event, Clark joined forces with LPGA superstar Nelly Korda, drawing a crowd to witness the basketball icon take on the challenge of golf. Regrettably, an unexpected turn occurred in Clark's drive, surprising a spectator. Observing Indiana Fever sensation Caitlyn Clark in action leaves no doubt of her remarkable talent on the basketball court. Consider the experience of playing alongside her or facing her on the court. By the time she joined the WNBA, the 22-year-old was widely recognized in the basketball community for her exceptional sharpshooting skills. However, it was her exceptional passing skills that truly caught the attention of fans who had previously only seen her highlight videos during her time at Iowa. Her Fever teammates were especially fortunate to experience the full extent of Clark's passing abilities. In a recent interview on the Dunker Spot podcast, Lexi Hall, a teammate of hers, disclosed that it was challenging to anticipate the passes from her teammate. "I definitely received unexpected passes and attempted to make plays," Hall stated in reference to Clark's exceptional passing skills. "Now, with each cut, every shot taken, and every fast break completed, I find myself in a prime position to receive the ball. It took some time for this realization to sink in. One insightful moment was all it took for me to grasp the concept." In a similar manner too, Hull marveled, "Despite being at the opposite end of the floor, she is able to deliver a pass to me at the block on this end. The experience has been outstanding. it is enjoyable to understand that when you cut, it is not just for the sake of cutting, but rather with the potential of creating an exciting play. Therefore, this significantly increases its value. I am looking forward to witnessing the Fever's offense utilizing Clark's full-court passes for the entire 2025 season. Former Iowa Hawkeyes standouts Kate Martin and Gabby Marshall showed their support for their alma mater as the team took on the Virginia Tech Hokies in Charlotte, North Carolina. However, Indiana Fever guard Caitlyn Clark, a teammate of theirs, was absent. A week later, the Hawkeyes, 3-0, played against the Drake Bulldogs, 2-1, in Des Moines, Iowa, Clark's hometown. The All-WNBA first-team player made her season debut by attending a Hawkeyes game, accompanied by a well-known individual. Lisa Bluter, who mentored Clark throughout her collegiate tenure at Iowa, was present at Sunday's game alongside her former protégé. They wore Hawkeyes sweatshirts as they sat near the front at Knapp Center. During her last 2 seasons with the Hawkeyes, Bluter and Clark guided their team to consecutive national championship finals, narrowly missing out on victory each time. After the 2023-24 season, she chose to retire from her coaching position, leading her assistant Jan Jensen to assume the head coaching responsibilities. In contrast, Clark achieved the milestone of becoming the highest scorer in college basketball history, surpassing Pete Maravich with a total of 3,951 points, regardless of gender. She progressed to achieve the top ranking as the top pick in the 2024 WNBA draft. She guided Indiana to its first playoff berth since 2016. The 2025 WNBA draft lottery results are in, with the Dallas Wings securing the number 1 selection. The top selection of the draft grants the opportunity to choose UConn standout Paige Bookers. Completing the lottery selections were the Los Angeles Sparks, Chicago Sky, and Washington Mystics. I believe we have witnessed the significant impact of lottery picks, particularly in recent seasons, stated Maddie Siegrist, the representative for the Wings at the lottery event. We are thrilled about the upcoming opportunity. The Sparks held the highest individual probability of winning the lottery at 44.2%. However, the Wings possess the right to swap picks with the Sky through the 2023 Marina Mabrey trade. Therefore, they would secure the first pick in the draft if either they or the Sky were to win the lottery, with a slightly increased combined likelihood of 45.4%. Ultimately, luck was on the side of the Wings as the ping-pong balls bounced in their favor. The recent lottery win adds to an already eventful offseason in Dallas. Coach Latricia Trammell was relieved of her duties by the Wings after 2 seasons. Although her replacement has not yet been announced, former 2-time Coach of the Year Curt Miller has been appointed as the new general manager for the team. Moving forward, the Wings are facing the potential departure of several pivotal players as they enter free agency, among them Sato Sabally. This marks the second occasion in franchise history that the Wings have been awarded the first pick overall. In 2021, the selection of Charlie Collier turned out to be short-lived, as she exited the league after 2 seasons. They are likely to achieve greater success with this selection, especially if it turns out to be Bookers. Bookers was awarded the title of Naismith Player of the Year during her freshman year. However, over the following 2 seasons, she only appeared in 17 games due to a series of injuries such as an osteochondral defect on her ankle requiring surgery, a tibial plateau fracture, a torn meniscus, and a torn ACL. The 6-foot guard made a strong comeback last season, showcasing her undeniable talent and proving herself to be a generational star. She averaged 21.9 points, 5.2 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 2.2 steals, and 1.4 blocks per game while leading the shorthanded Huskies to the Final Four. Her outstanding performance earned her the Big East Player of the Year award and first-team All-American honors. In the first 3 games of the season, she is demonstrating consistent performance and an impressive 65% shooting accuracy. While Bookers clearly stands out as a top-tier player in this class, there are also other promising prospects worth noting. Kiki Uriofin of USC, Anissa Morrow of LSU, and Sonia Citron of Notre Dame are talented college players who have completed their eligibility and are now potential lottery picks. Additional players worth monitoring are Olivia Miles from Notre Dame, Ozzie Fudd from UConn, and Lauren Betts from UCLA. These individuals are strong contenders for the first round of selections, although they may opt to continue their education rather than entering the draft. Additionally, there is a possibility of international players like Dominique Malonga of France and Isis Shivka of Slovenia making an impact in the first round. Angel Reese will represent the Chicago Sky at the WNBA Draft Lottery on Sunday. The Sky, however, will not have a chance to secure the first overall pick, including the potential top pick Paige Bookers, due to a trade with the Dallas Wings in 2023. Dallas traded Marina Mabrey to Chicago in exchange for the right to swap first-round picks with the Sky. They will utilize this option if Chicago's first-round pick ends up being higher than their own after the drawing. The Sky are hopeful that the Wings secure the top pick in the lottery, while also securing the second overall pick with their own ping-pong balls. Reese's presence at the lottery, as reported by Annie Costabile of the Chicago Sun-Times, marks her first public appearance with the team since the dismissal of head coach Teresa Weatherspoon and the hiring of Tyler Marsh as her replacement. Angel Reese will be the representative for the Sky at the lottery event this Sunday as the team aims to secure the first overall pick. The Chicago Sky aim to strengthen their roster by selecting Reese as the second pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. The seventh overall pick in last year's draft was Camila Cardozo's selection as the third overall pick in the aforementioned draft. Chicago must focus on bolstering their shooting arsenal, particularly as they recently dealt Mabrey to the Connecticut Sun during the trade deadline in July to accumulate more draft picks. Despite the challenging odds in the lottery, particularly with the Los Angeles Sparks holding a 44.2% chance of winning, the Sky remains hopeful that Reese will bring some luck. Caitlyn Clark, the standout point guard for the Indiana Fever, has had a memorable year. She recently disclosed the motivation behind her exceptional achievements in the WNBA. "I strive to be the best, surpassing anyone else in the league." The 22-year-old had a remarkable year, getting drafted by the Indiana Fever in April and making a significant impact in the league. Despite her team's playoff exit, Clark's standout performances led to her being named the WNBA's Rookie of the Year, establishing herself as a rising star in her debut season. This week, Clark will be swapping her basketball shoes for golf clubs as she competes in an LPGA event with iconic players such as Annika Sorenstam and Nelly Korda. Before beginning her round of golf, Clark candidly discussed her inspiration and drive during a panel conversation, providing insight into the factors that propel her outstanding athletic talents. When inquired about her main source of motivation, Clark responded, "Oh man. I strive for excellence and aim to achieve the highest level of performance. I strive to be the best in everything I do." Her unparalleled determination marks Clark as a standout in the WNBA, establishing her as a potent force in the league. The Iowa native's outstanding college basketball career, during which she achieved the record for the highest scorer in NCAA Division I history with 3,951 points, paved the way for her success in the professional realm, according to the Irish Star. She was also honored with consecutive National Player of the Year awards before making a significant impact in the major leagues this year. She has already won FIBA Under-19 World Cup gold medals in 2019 and 2021, as well as triumphed in the FIBA Americas U16 Championships in 2017. Her debut season with the Fever has further solidified her growing reputation. In her inaugural season, she achieved an impressive average of 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. Her standout performance landed her a spot on the All-WNBA first team, making her only the fifth rookie in history to receive this honor. Notably, she set records for the highest number of assists in a single season, 337, and the most assists in a game, 19. The Wall Street Journal's Jason Gay drew parallels between her impact on women's basketball and the transformative influence seen in NBA star Steph Curry's career with the Golden State Warriors. Renowned for his groundbreaking three-point shooting abilities, Clark has also garnered recognition for her exceptional long-distance skills. Gay acknowledged, "Clark is not the first standout shooter in women's basketball, but she stands out for her ability to change the game by shooting from impressive distances and excelling at passing." The Clark phenomenon has reached its peak, attracting remarkable television audiences during her final seasons at Iowa. Following the conclusion of Fever's season, Clark decided to forego joining forces with Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky in the unrivaled league. Instead, she announced her intention to take a step back for personal revitalization. "In the first year, I extend my gratitude to all the individuals who have been instrumental in helping me realize my lifelong dream. I am overwhelmed with appreciation as I look back on the events of the past year. Looking forward to year two," she announced on social media. Clark's finances are seeing a substantial increase alongside her growing popularity. Marca claims her current net worth to be approximately £3.1 million, $4 million, attributing a considerable portion of this to her successful four-year collaboration with Fever that earns her £261,000, $338,000. Her profitable sponsorship agreements, such as the one with Nike, are estimated to bring in a substantial £21. 6 meters, $28 million, over the course of 8 years. Clark's fame is flourishing in remarkable ways, astonishing even the most knowledgeable sports analysts. Interacting with notable figures such as Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce at Taylor Swift concerts and receiving praise from San Antonio Spurs standout Victor Wembanyama, who hailed Clark as one of the most remarkable talents he has seen, it is clear that her star is continuing to rise. WNBA legend Sue Bird, recognized as one of the greatest players in league history, has attributed rookie standout Caitlyn Clark with transforming the game and elevating the WNBA's popularity to unprecedented levels. Speaking on the Deal podcast with Alex Rodriguez and Jason Kelly, Bird expressed her admiration for the Indiana Fever sensation, lauding her as the driving force behind the recent increase in the league's viewership and ticket sales. Suddenly, a player named Caitlyn Clark appeared, Bird stated. The fire was already burning brightly, but Caitlyn intensified it by pouring gasoline over it, elevating it to a new level. Bird highlighted that Clark's exceptional long-range shooting skills acted as a solution to dunking, proving wrong those who underestimated the value of women's basketball. Bird mentioned that now the response is more along the lines of, "Oh no, that girl is making logo threes. I'm not sure I can replicate that." This is a sentiment that is widely respected among the players. Clark's inaugural season not only caught attention, but also reshaped it. The Fever broke a 7-year playoff dry spell by finishing the season with a 20-20 record, achieving their first 20-win season since 2015. Clark, with an average of 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, topped the league in assists and was honored with the 2024 Rookie of the Year award. The top selection in the 2024 WNBA draft had a significant and immediate influence. Her dynamic gameplay, especially her impressive three-point shots, mesmerized spectators and defied traditional norms. Her arrival also aligned with a monumental year for the WNBA. The league garnered more than 54 million distinct viewers, broke a 22-year attendance record, and experienced a 48% surge in fans per game. Bird believes that Clark's influence goes beyond just numbers and data. She gained recognition with her logo designs, Bird added. The undeniable respect factor between men and women is apparent. Caitlyn Clark's entrance into the league not only contributed to its increasing popularity, but also elevated her to the main attraction, showcasing the transformative impact of a single player on the game and its portrayal. Recently victorious in the 2024 WNBA Championship, Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty expressed her interest in teaming up with Caitlyn Clark of the Indiana Fever for a three-point contest against NBA players. In a notable prior event, Ionescu faced off against Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors during the 2024 NBA All-Star Weekend. During an interview regarding a possible 2-on-2 game with Curry and Thompson, Ionescu quickly selected her preferred partner. "If I had to pick one, I'd choose Caitlyn Clark to be on my team," stated Ionescu on the B1G Tailgate college football pregame show, filmed at Oregon's campus where Ionescu was a college athlete. Curry clinched the victory in the three-point shooting competition last year, but Ionescu stood out by surpassing the other competitors with her impressive performance from the NBA three-point line. The success of the event has prompted talks of bringing it back this year. In April, ESPN's Shams Charania hinted at the possibility during FanDuel's Run It Back, suggesting a potential matchup between Stephen Curry and Sabrina Ionescu, with the addition of Caitlyn Clark and possibly Klay Thompson for a 2v2 competition.